this is a big one. This is on people's lips. It's in media. It's everywhere. The issue of the encampments, the addictions, the mental health challenges. We at the Chamber have been saying for a long time to media and anyone else who will listen, all of these results, the crime, the addictions, public safety, boils down to a mental health issue. That's exactly what this is. That's the root of all of this. And managing that a little bit better and giving people opportunities to get their lives back is a great opportunity here for something to happen. So let's maybe have a little discussion or see what is being proposed by your party on that. And Grace, Laura, we'll begin with you.
Yeah, I want to say that I think this question is really important from so many angles. COVID-19 is our second health emergency in this province. I've talked to several moms and aunties and other folks who've lost young people to toxic drug supply in the last few weeks, and heard lots from neighbors as well around encampments. It's clear the current situation isn't working for folks who aren't sheltering in parks and neighbors. There have been unprecedented investments in housing and in minimizing the harm associated with our poison drug supply, but much more to do. Hundreds that were in tents are now housed, and we need to continue and accelerate that work. That will be my top priority. Everyone deserves a chance to have a safe home, and also a chance at recovery. So doubling down, working with key stakeholders on our wet and cold weather strategy is clearly needed, as well as the continuum from safe supply to recovery.
Thank you. That's great. Jen, over to you.
Yeah, this, as you say, has been a very big issue. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the excellent work that all the folks in the various nonprofits around have been doing. Kool-Aid Society, that was recognized in your Community Builder category and the Greater Victoria Business Awards, is a noteworthy example. So that work is not going unnoticed. Personally, and on behalf of the party, I don't think that anyone should have to sleep in parks. I believe that housing is a fundamental human right, and we need more action and investment from the province to ensure that everyone has a safe home with appropriate social care. So that also requires federal action so people can have a home in whatever community they live in. There are more than enough resources in this one of the wealthiest jurisdictions in the world to make sure that everybody's basic needs are met. 24/7 sheltering is a direct result of the province not meeting its responsibilities of housing and health. The BC NDP has not committed to ending homelessness. The NDP has no plan to end homelessness, and there's not going to be progress on this issue until the provincial government makes that commitment. We really need to rapidly acquire hotels or vacant buildings across the CRD through using the province's emergency powers if need be. And the province has had the authority to do that for months and has simply not acted. So there are examples like Oak Bay Lodge, for instance, where the province hasn't acted.
That's great, thanks. Karen, please.
Hi. We need to provide a range of services to those currently occupying our parks and address the underlying causes of homelessness, which can be economic, mental health, addictions, combination of any of them. We can't do that while people are living in tents. It's not going to happen. Simply warehousing people in hotels without these supports leads to failure, which we've seen with the NDP purchase and subsequent handling of Paul's Border Inn and Comfort Inn, which have ruined nearby businesses and are threatening to destroy the surrounding neighborhoods. Providing integrated on-site supports is key, and the BC Liberal government did this very successfully with the former Super 8 motel on Douglas, which was renovated into housing for homeless people with supports provided on-site and still has a diner operating on the first floor. Similarly, the redevelopment of Mount Edward Court on the Vancouver Street, which was initially met with opposition. We listened, we heard the local residents, and a year later was receiving compliments from those same people about being good neighbors. The difference between the two approaches is the level of support that is provided as people transition from tents to housing. If elected, we'll allocate $58 million to hire additional police officers, psychiatric social workers, nurses, and increase mental health beds.
Thank you, Karen, very much. Just as full disclosure for everybody, we sent a framework of questions to the candidates ahead of time, so they were aware of kind of where we were going to go with this.